Jamaica Farewell is actually based on my true story. It's about 95% true with a little poetic license that I took to do a little bit of embellishment. But it's a story of my journey from Jamaica to the United States during the Manly era. To be quite honest with you, I was always a big storyteller and performer. My mom is an amazing storyteller, and I think maybe I inherited some of her talent. I didn't actually start writing until I got to the United States. When I graduated theater school, I was told that because of my Jamaican accent that I wasn't going to get there weren't too many jobs for people with Jamaican accents, and sometimes, Americans tend to like to stereotype everybody, and if they have a Jamaican role, they're going to look for somebody with dreadlocks and not me. So I was advised by my agent and producer to go and take speech classes so that I could sound more American, But although I live in America and America has been good to me, I just didn't want to lose any of my Jamaicanness. That's it, I lived in America, but my heart remained in Jamaica. I've been all over the world, all over the United States, but only Jamaica really feels like home to me. It's not easy because you're playing several characters. Normally in most plays, you have a cast of people, and those people are, you can differentiate them because they're there right in front of your eyes, and you can see the different characters. And also, they are connecting with each other on stage. So we're watching a cast of people. We can tell who the different characters are, and we see them connecting with each other on stage. With one person, you have to, change your voice, change your body position, move in a different way so that the audience knows which character is speaking. And on top of that, you don't have anyone to connect with on stage, so you have to break the fourth wall and connect with the audience. So in a one-person play, you are actually speaking to the audience, and your goal is, which I think the goal of all good theater is, first of all, we don't want to bore the audience, but we want to get them out of their seats onto the stage with us and actually going on the journey with you in a one-person show. You know what? I have had a fabulous time. The Americans have been taking me all over the United States. I have been to England, I've been to Canada, I have been to Bermuda, and I've even performed in Mexico several times to the American communities that have retired in Mexico. They have brought me there. So it's been an amazing ride, and I wrote the play not in heavy dialect. I wrote it in English because I think that we have such a rich culture and heritage that I wanted to make sure that everybody could understand it. It's a universal story. It's about a little girl with a dream, and we all have dreams. And I think that a lot of people can relate to the stories inside there, and I wanted to make sure, I wanted to share our rich culture and rich heritage with everybody. So I wrote it so that everybody could understand it. So I'm very happy that, thousands of people have been enjoying the play all over, but I always dreamed of bringing it to Jamaica, and I finally got to do that this year. I was a little bit nervous to bring it to Jamaica. To be quite honest, I was nervous about doing a play in Jamaica, about leaving Jamaica, But it has gone over extremely well. Because it's an honest story where I'm very vulnerable, and just telling the truth. But what I want to tell you is that the 70s in Jamaica, no matter what anybody says, it was a turbulent time in our history. Nobody can deny that time. But everybody has their own story to tell. And that's what I try to tell people, that, you can ask 1,000 people to write their story of that particular time, and you're going to get 1,000 different stories. So I try to tell them, listen, take it easy. This is just my little story. So please let me tell it and relax, I'm not trying to tell your story, and then they kind of calm down, in Jamaica, I have to say, there was, 98% of people have really enjoyed it as well. I think because I was just honest, and I'm not telling a superficial story. I'm going deep down and being really honest and telling you facts about my own family and actually opening the front door of my house and letting you in, to see the truth. I'm not making up anything. Different people pick out different things in the play. I had one person say, "Why you have to talk about the people smelling bad on the market bus?" And I'm thinking, well, anywhere in the world that you go on a market bus, whether it be somewhere in China, India, America, if you go to a little town on a market bus where the market people are carrying their wares, I am trying to give my words weight and color so that people can sit in their seats and make up, design the set in their mind. So I am describing everything the way that it was. And even though I have, just 2 boxes on the set, people are able from the words to imagine the whole set. And so when you're telling a good story, you have to put good adjectives in there so that, and descriptive words so that people can get the story. A good play begins with a good story.